When you understand this universal law, you can deliberately create a better and happier life for yourself, no matter what your circumstances are. In the world of ancient wisdom and metaphysics, there's a principle that says small things and big things are closely connected. This principle helps us understand how our own existence is related to the huge universe. When we explore this idea of how the small and big things are connected, we can learn a lot about our world and our place in it, and how we can change our lives for the better. Imagine a web that connects everything in our world. At the smallest level, we have the microcosm, the tiny parts of us, like our brains, bodies, and souls. This is where our true self is found. Our thoughts, feelings, and the way our body works. It's like the microcosm has a voice of its own. But this is not the end. We are not alone in a chaotic world. Beyond our individual lives lies the universe itself. It is far bigger than what we can see and includes energy, consciousness, and the connection between all things. In this vast world, we see our own selves, a balance of energies that reflect our struggles, goals, and who we really are. As above, so below. As within, so without, means that these two worlds are linked. We need to see this connection and how it is a part of everything. By understanding this, we see that we too can shape our own minds, just like the creative force behind the universe. If we accept that our thoughts have the power to shape reality, the first step is to take good care of our thoughts. Think of the mind as a garden and thoughts as its seeds. Although thoughts may seem to come up on their own, you can decide if they are true or not. Imagine yourself in a big world of shared existence. Thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and more all around you, waiting for you to pay attention. The key is to purposely choose and embrace those that match your goals, those that you want to have in your life, like selecting tools from a table. You choose the right ones to shape what you create. This careful choice lets you plan your way and bring the outcomes that you want. The Hermetic law of correspondence teaches us about ancient wisdom. It's different from the law of attraction, which is often misunderstood. The law of attraction is sometimes used for marketing or the New Age movement. This makes it seem like it's an easy way to get what we want, but that's not entirely true. We should explore the idea more deeply and not just use it to get what we want, but rather to discover our true nature. The idea is actually very old and not just wishful thinking. The idea of correspondence invites us to think more deeply about our lives. It tells us to look beyond just wanting things and focusing on stuff. Instead, explore how our thoughts, beliefs, and actions are all connected. The idea of correspondence says that big and small things are not separate, but are like a mirror that shows they are similar to each other. When we think about this idea, we understand how big the universe is. It is really amazing. There are rules that make everything work on a huge level. But there's also the small world where individual parts come together to make a bigger thing. This is how everything is made up in existence. The micro and macro parts of our world are connected, and they cannot be separated. They flow together and are like repeating patterns that show order and harmony in nature. We see these patterns in things like seashells and tree branches. It's like the universe is telling us that everything is connected and works together. We can find recurring patterns in many different places, such as in the way that trees grow or in the structure of galaxies. These patterns show that there is a common structure that exists at many different scales and levels. These patterns are called fractals, and they are found all over nature. For example, if you walk through a forest, you will see different trees that look all different. But if you look at the forest from far away, it looks like a vast expanse of green. If you look closely at one tree or at the whole forest, you will see that there are patterns that repeat themselves. This is what we mean when we say as above, so below. Imagine looking at a map of a river system from above. The river runs through the land and splits into smaller streams and creeks. These smaller streams then split again. Each level of splitting looks like the larger structure, making a pattern that replicates itself. The idea of repeating patterns can be seen in many other parts of nature as well. Now, in our circulatory system in our body, blood vessels branch out like a tree. They start with big ones called arteries and veins, then get smaller and smaller into arterioles and capillaries. This helps oxygen, nutrients, and waste travel all around our body. This shows that patterns repeat in different sizes and places in the world. Even our own body, we can see similar patterns and structures. Now imagine the old symbol of the Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail. This symbol represents the cyclical nature of life, the connection between beginnings and endings. With this symbol, we see a relationship with the idea of correspondence. The Ouroboros reflects the ongoing connection between small and large things, showing the complex connection between individual people and the universe. The message in this text is that endings and beginnings are connected, like a circle that never stops. Every time something ends, something new begins. This idea is important because it reminds us that every time we start something new, we have the chance to change and grow. Every experience and situation helps us learn and grow. They make us realize that what we think inside reflects what we see outside. When we understand this, we stop feeling helpless and start taking control of our lives to feel empowered. To start understanding this connection, we first need to accept the challenges that life presents us. We should not avoid or deny them, but embrace them as opportunities to learn. Our thoughts, emotions, and choices shape our reality, and we need to take responsibility for them. Our thoughts and beliefs affect how we see the world around us, and the world around us can also shape our thoughts and beliefs. Our beliefs are influenced by things like society, our upbringing, and our personal experiences. Just like a seed grows into a tree, our beliefs can grow and change over time, and they often shape how we view the world. Now, the principle of correspondence encourages us to examine our beliefs, especially those that may be holding us back. By recognizing beliefs that we may not even know we have, we can replace them with new beliefs that match our desires. However, this kind of growth requires more than just positive thinking or visualization. It takes courage to explore our past and the beliefs we developed there. Science has shown us that our childhood experiences have a big impact on the people we become as adults. Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung studied the unconscious mind. It has hidden thoughts and knowledge that affect how we act and see the world. To change, we need to explore our inner selves. This means looking at our early memories and experiences. We can find the reasons for our emotional problems and fears. When we understand these things, we can move on and make progress. The first step is to heal and change, is to admit and let all hidden beliefs come up. To do this, we need to connect with our inner child, take care of the needs that were not met, and give ourselves love. When we do this, the old beliefs won't have as much power over us and won't control our lives. Trying to reinforce our conscious beliefs without exploring our unconscious minds, where we have suppressed thoughts and feelings for years, is like trying to grow oranges from apple seeds. It's ultimately pointless. To uncover the hidden parts of ourselves that we once concealed to protect ourselves, we must be creative. For example, if we are attracted to relationships that make us feel unworthy or invisible, we need to look beyond external distractions and delve into our deepest thoughts. We can ask ourselves, when did I first feel this way? This way, we can uncover instances of childhood neglect, when our worth was questioned and our emotions were ignored. We understand that we often feel a limited range of emotions because we believe we're not good enough, not worthy, or not loved. These negative thoughts are like seeds we've planted and stories we've clung to. Writing down what we want, what we're afraid of, and what negative beliefs we have can be a powerful way to look inward and change for the better. We can gain clarity and insight by comparing what we want with what we don't want. Now, by doing this, we can take better care of ourselves. We can realize what we need to address, the beliefs that have influenced our lives. This journey leads us into the hidden parts of ourselves and encourages us to rewrite our story and create a new path to have a happier and more fulfilling life. So, please help spread this information to more people by giving this video a like and commenting your biggest takeaway. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out the next video for more tips on how to spiritually awaken and manifest the life you desire.